Sit back and enjoy this show with your hosts, Trevor from Haunting Live Podcast and Psychic-Medium Chris from Divine Oracle Podcast. You're tuning in right now underneath Podbean. Don't forget, though, that you have the opportunity underneath Podbean to call in live and ask your questions and for your readings. Sit back and enjoy the show and let your friends know.
Alrighty, everybody, and how are you guys doing this week? Hopefully you guys actually had a great week. For those Christians actually out there, happy Easter. For pagans, happy solstice. Since Easter is technically a pagan celebration, if you look back in history, it goes back to pagan time. But yes, we are here tonight. Tonight is Sunday night. Get your questions in, absolutely free. And we'll love to be able to do some work for you. My camera went jumping in and out, so I do apologize if it does do that. Just trying to get that worked over. And yes, so Trevor, how is your anniversary?
It's okay, better than I thought. So the anniversary is my hospital visit a year ago for my mild heart attack I had, and recovering out of that still this year, but things are moving along. So. But it is officially 1 year since I've been in hospital, so.
Yes, it was a little bit worried for me, actually, for Trevor's life partner, but I basically had everything calm. I kept in contact with his family and kept them up to date, exactly what was going on. Even though Trevor was actually in there for a very first time, Trevor had 2 stents put in through one of the small valves. That something like 95% clogged. But Trevor is quite young, and it can happen at any time. It can also happen to you. So if you're not feeling well, if you're going through chest pain, I suggest for you guys to actually go and get checked out.
Not just that, it can happen to anybody at any time. So when people are shocked that it happened to somebody young, don't be, because it can happen at any time to anybody. So it's not just people over 50 or over a certain age. It can happen anytime, anywhere. You just got to be cautious and take care of it if something does happen. So don't tell somebody that, oh, I'm shocked that happened to you, but be supportive of that person that it happened and show support for them if something happened to them. That's all you need to do.
Yeah. Again, those can happen to anybody. So there's a lot going on right now, especially with Donald Trump. The dumb, stupid president of the United States that has no education, and I keep on saying that, and he has lately proven it. He has just proven it today. Earlier this morning, since today is Easter weekend, he actually posted something, and his own party is even putting on him. He's got to realize so that you can't do that stuff, especially with the all that he wanted to build that showman, he can't even do that. He has to have the proper permission and the proper resources altogether. So we've got cards dropping all over the place right now. And but again, feel free to type in your questions. We'll have to actually hear from you. And last week though, I said I shouldn't Trevor show. So that basically anything does go, and it's great because anything does go altogether.
Yes, I'd like to say hi to a person in your Podbean live. Welcome, Betty Boop. Thank you for joining us on Divine Oracle Podcast tonight, live call-in show. We are hosting free readings tonight. If you're interested in getting a reading tonight from Psychic-Medium Chris, we do have on air tonight. Feel free to type in your question, or even better, if you're on Podbean, hit the call-in button and we'll bring you live on the air when we are ready to do so. So if you have a question, would like to get a reading done tonight for free, we are doing live readings tonight here on Divine Oracle Podcast. So.
All right, so I have 3 cards pop out at me right now, and I'll sort of let you know what the cards are. The first card, though, this one here is the 5 of Wands. It is reversed. I'm hoping you guys can sort of see that. You guys see that, Trevor?
The bottom part is reflecting.
Okay, one sec. There we go.
Yes, that's better.
So 5 of Wands is reversed. And this one here is your past. So basically, it shouldn't
You're frozen.
It's the reverse though. But the thing though is, since he actually had that, a lot of people were only using him just for his name, not for proper stuff. First, the next card that we're looking at, this one here, it's one of the high cards actually out there, what I call them. And this one here is the 11th card, and that one there it is to do with the 11th justice. What's going on right now with his life, though? He is getting basically judged. A lot of justice is coming forward, which is great, though, because if you look at it, right, his own party's putting on it. The Supreme Court has turned around and said that you can't do this, you can't do that. He thinks he can be high and mighty, but he's starting to realize that he cannot do that, though. He's got a superior over top of him. The last guy that we're looking at, though, and this sounds so much like him, is the Fool. And the Fool is great, though. This is actually the reason why is because he is showing, though, he is a fool. He doesn't have much education at all, and he's showing that 100%. And also, the countries are getting behind. That's going back to actually justice, though. The countries are getting together and saying, "Hey, we got to get rid of him." And even his own party saying, "No, we have to get rid of him because he's done damage." So he's done damage to the world, and also though to the gas prices. Gas prices, I don't see that they're going to be actually dropping within a while. So if you guys actually have a question at all, general question, I have different cards here for you guys, and I'd love to be able to do some readings for you.
Yes,
absolutely free today.
Do have a person under Podbean, Betty Boop, would like to call in if you're ready to do so.
Yeah, that's fine. Chris, I call him in and see what's going on.
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Hi, Betty. Thanks for calling.
I can hear you, Betty Boop.
You can or can't hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Okay. So my question is, I'm estranged from my family, but because there's been a lot of injustices, I wanted to see if you could pick up anything on my youngest sister. I kind of feel her energy around me.
sure.
Okay, all right. So you basically want to. Is it basically that you guys want to see if there's going to be a connection, or are you going to just see those if everything's going to be a little bit better with you guys?
I guess I just wonder, like, what's going on with her because we don't talk. I don't know if there's going to be a connection. I just was wondering what's going on with her because, like, I don't know anything about her.
Okay.
Anymore.
All right. No problem. And we do say thanks for using the call-in button here tonight. Podbean. I just had one card pop out, but I'm going to do two different decks of cards with you. I'm going to be using actually the tarot cards to start off with. Actually, there's 3 cards that popped out. So the first card that we're looking at, though, and this one here is the 6 of Swords, and it is face up. Okay, so with that one there, what we're looking at though is it's going to be a long journey. You're searching actually altogether, but it's going to be a little bit of a long journey. You're going to be able to you're trying to reach out to her, which the card is showing. It's going to be a challenge though for you, but the thing though is it's going to be moving on. So that's what this first card is, which is the six of Swords, which is wonderful because it is again a face up for you. Our next card though that we're looking at though, it is one of the high cards. I call them high cards, even though that they're the one of the 12 main cards. So this one here, it is the King of Wands. So with the King of Wands, though, basically though, it's showing though that there is going to be more stable. It's going to be more forcing, actually, closer to the end, though. You guys are going to rectify. Your things are going to be more stable, though, okay? That's what I was trying to say for stable, though, is things are going to be more structure for you guys, but you're going to show though, that you're going to be taking the power. Now, that's for the tarot cards. I'm going to use, actually Kyle Gray's cards, and these are the rays of the vibration cards for you. All right, so right now I'm shuffling for you. And I'm going to split them in half. All right, so the one though, you are not alone. Is the card though that's actually showing right now. And what the you are not alone though is basically though is don't feel neglected. You're gonna be more structured with your sister down the road, but right now though it's kind of feeling though that you're a little bit alone, but you're not. Your sister's gonna reach out to you. And what I'm thinking though is what your sister's gonna reach out to you within the next 3 months, roughly, time period. The digit 3 is coming to me. So hopefully that kind of makes sense to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've been estranged since 2017, and
Okay.
she's actually aligned with my other 3 siblings.
Okay.
And I don't communicate with any of them for various reasons. But recently I just feel like her energy around me, and I just was wondering, because I don't talk to anybody that talks to her, so I don't even know like how she's doing or anything like that. So
Okay, all right. So you don't know how she's doing. Again, that was what I got from you. Your other siblings are more connected to this sister, but you're not fully connected altogether. I'm going to take the last deck of cards, and we're going to see what's going on from that. What I'm actually basically getting from spirit-wise while I'm doing the shopping, though, is what I would suggest, though, is basically, though, is meditate. All right, connect with a higher power. Especially right now at this time of year, it's also good though because it's always a new beginning. What we need to do though is do some meditation, connect with a higher power, and the higher power is going to give you full communication exactly what's going on. Instead of being worried, like major worried, that like basically you go in the hospital or whatever. We don't want that. But the thing though is meditation though is going to be the best thing for you. And what I'm going to do though is I'm going to take one of my last deck of cards, which these are the native spirit cards. I'm going to pull one, and one just flew right out. We're going to see what that one says. All right, so natural spirits. So nature spirits. So yeah, get out there and do some meditation within the nature. Connect more with Mother Earth because it seems like though that your sibling is more or less kind of meditating also at times. But the thing though is the strain though is going to take a little bit longer. And again, get out there and do the meditation. Again, the digit 3 is coming back to me. All right, and that's what's coming to me though is meditate. Send the energy actually out to the universe. And again, the digit 3.
okay.
Hopefully that makes total sense to you.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of like weird in a way that you said that, because I literally yesterday bought a outdoor rug for my space outside to meditate on. I was like feeling drawn to meditate outside and to connect with, Mother Gaia. And so literally I bought it for the reason to meditate because I was feeling drawn to it. But then I was like, but what am I going to be meditating about? So there's the missing piece. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. That there's actually your energy talking to me, and also with my ancestors talking to me. We do say thank you very much for tuning in to tonight's show.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No
Thank you
problem.
again for coming on anytime.
Alrighty, so yes, there we actually just had a nice, beautiful call in asking question, and I was able to help out this person. Meditation is always the best way to do those, especially when you don't know exactly what to really meditate. Those focus actually on what's really basically blocking you and what you're kind of worried about. Those meditate actually on that and connect more with Mother Earth, though. Mother Earth is always the best way, especially if you're around water. And if you're in a nice area compared to what we are right where we live, if you're in a nice area, soak your feet actually in the water. Do some meditation that way. And that's always good, though.
Yep.
Alrighty.
She says she's going to share the link to the show on her Facebook as well. So
wonderful. Thanks very
appreciate
much.
that,
And
too.
yeah, let you know we're live right now underneath YouTube. We're underneath YouTube right now. If you want to be able to take a look actually at the cards also, or underneath Divine Oracle Podcast. We're absolutely free. But again, those Podbeans are the best way to go. And we do say thank you very much.
Yeah, we're streaming live both under YouTube right now, like Chris said, underneath Divine Oracle Podcast. And we're streaming live underneath our Podbean app, where you can do just what Betty Boop just did. Call in live, and we'll bring you on the air. If you're not shy about talking live in person, ask your questions, join us on the air. And that's a feature only on Podbean.
Yeah. All right, so I know that right now YouTube is kind of quiet, but still, we're always here for you guys. All right. So again, though, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back actually with pick a card, and that's always the best way to do, though. So we'll be right back after this quick commercial.
Until you want to pick a card. Until you want to pick a card.
Alrighty, so I presume that we're back already.
Yes, we're ready.
And yes, alright, so I'm going to draw 3 cards. And these cards I'm going to use, though, are the Native Spirit cards. We're going to draw 3, and we're going to see what's going to go actually on with those ones. Alright, so I've been shuffling them. And again, those pick card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3, and that way you guys can know what your reading is for this week. Alrighty, so card number 1, though, what we're looking at, though, is right here. Card number 2, right there. And card number 3. So hopefully you guys got your cards ready for you. If you guys picked card number 1, what we're looking at, though, it is Tracker. Alright, and Tracker's a great one. The reason why is because it's kind of like a flow of the river, but this one here is going down, and you are tracking along the river. You're tracking actually which way the water is going, though. If the water is going down, that's great, though. The reason why is basically because you're going forward with your own spiritual life. If you're guys who are going reverse flow, you guys are tracking back within your own spiritual life, trying to figure out where you guys have gone wrong and try to rectify that and be able to go forward. All right, next one, though, that we're looking at, though. Again, I do apologize on the camera. Next one, though, is talking about rivers. Flowing river. Now, the water actually does go quite fast, though, especially when it's flowing. And then what it is doing, though, it's actually moving actually with the current. Energy does always work with the current of the water. And what we need to do, though, is basically be able to get that going forward so that we can actually be able to correct ourselves and be able to go within the right direction. Our last one, though, that we're looking at, though, Sacred Mountain. All right, so Sacred Mountain, though, is always good. The reason was because with this one, though, with Sacred Mountain, it doesn't matter right where it is. You know, what mountain is actually going to be speaking to you a little bit more stronger within the spiritual community. You can go up there, do some meditation, you can relax. You can actually be able to connect more with the energy actually all together with Mother Earth. And that's actually card number 3. All right, so that's your cards for this week. We do look forward to seeing you guys back next week with Trevor from Haunting Live Podcast.
Until you want to pick a card. Until you want to pick a card.
All right, so yes, we're back right now. How are things over there?
Things are quiet for tonight, but understandable because it is the long weekend. It is also Easter weekend, so people are most likely out with the families tonight doing what they do, Sunday dinner and all that kind of stuff. So we encourage you guys to be here each and every Sunday night, though. We are live Sundays at 8 o'clock, either on this channel here, Divine Oracle Podcast, or on Haunting Live Podcast. We switch each week. And I will be live next week underneath Haunting Live doing my readings with my oracle cards that I use. And also, while you guys are here, I can recommend you go check out my TikTok as well. I have started a TikTok channel with my oracle cards, and I do political readings on that channel, world events, and I do a one card draw. So if you want to check it out, it's called Creepy Dark Political Tarot under TikTok. And it's been doing pretty well since I started it in, I think it was end of January, 1st of February this year. So fairly new channel, but lots going on and always lots of posts on. So I think it's doing pretty good. So if you're interested in political tarot at all or political card drawing to find out what's happening with political or world events, head on over to Creepy Dark Political Tarot on TikTok.
Alrighty. So I just drew three actually. So raise your vibration cards for you guys. And the first one though was out a little bit earlier. This one here is basically those you are not alone. So whatever you're doing actually with your own spiritual life though, you're not alone. You have other people right around you though actually willing to actually work with you or even be able to be with you directly. That's there to do with actually your own spiritual life. And that it's good to join a group if you can, or find people who actually are within the spiritual community that are working together and even sharing. If you need to go to tea with somebody or coffee, go with them. All right, it's just in fellowship. Our next one though is I'm leveling my with a heart, and this one here says accept myself. So. All right, so basically though there's so much judgment actually out there nowadays, and don't be judging actually yourself and like what my grandmother said, whenever you point a finger, how many fingers point back at you? Don't get those fingers pointing actually at you, and don't be pointing at somebody. Accept yourself for who you are. You're lovable, you're approachable, you're great to be around, and that's one thing though that's great with that one. Now, the last one, though, so it seems like what we're doing is we're looking actually at self-motivation. The last one, though, it is safe for you to shine. All right? And that's so true, though, and that's what I was saying about going out with your friends, making sure, though, everything is good. Find somebody, though, that you can actually connect with, and that way you can be more actually as one.
Yep. We have another question here from Betty Boop that typed in under Podbean. And we can do this question now if you like.
Sure.
She's asking for a question on, it looks like the mayoral race of LA. She's wondering if Spencer Pratt will win the mayor of LA.
That one there. All right, I'm usually more with the other. What I would say though, let me just think about it. Let me listen to the energy altogether.
Let's see what the energies are saying first of all.
Yeah. The energies are saying that it's going to be close. Okay. But the people of Cali are going to be starting to realize that, hey, we can't be going Trump way, which is well known. And they're going to be focusing actually on that. So I would say that it's going to be tight close, but I'm not getting a yes or a no right now. But we're going to take a look at the cards. We're going to see what the cards actually say. I'm going to be using the tarot cards for you. Well, I just had a bunch of cards completely fall out, so. Alrighty. Well, those 4 cards. I thought there was only 3. All right, so the first card though that we're looking at though is the Hermit. And I do apologize if my camera's jumping around. If you guys are watching on YouTube. So with the Hermit card though, that one there is showing, and with the Hermit card though, this one here is going to be showing like a low key though. Things are going to be a little bit low with the energy for the race. This is actually for your area. So things are going to be a little bit more lower key than normal for this person. The next one that we're looking at though, this one here is the Four of Cups, and this one here is face up. So with Four of Cups though is representing more or less to do with meditation. We're looking actually at basically though is going to be actually showing a little that there's going to be a little more support actually for this person. So things are starting to look good for this one. But the only thing though is that's blocking though. And this one here is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords though is reversed though, and it's good though. Basically because though you don't need anybody chopping it and reverse though. Even though that it's reversed though, swords some of them going up and some of them going down. It's showing though that this person though is going to be coming to clean up actually whatever has been actually done within the past and keeping secrets. So it seems like though that this person seems like though that yes, they will be actually winning altogether. What I was saying earlier there from the energy, I was getting kind of mixed reviews, but it seems like though the person that you asked about will be actually coming forward, come a little bit higher rank, more votes than the other party. All right, and then the last one that we're looking at though is the 17 of Stars, which is actually it's one of the high cards. So this one there it is reversed. So I'll show that right on camera. And then with this one here, what we're looking at though it is despair, lack of faith, and this is for the other party. It's going to be showing actually lack of faith. It's going to show despair. Self-trust altogether. So basically though, hopefully that kind of answers. And from the answers, what I was getting meditation, I was doing some meditation that was kind of iffy. We heard you say though that party though that you mentioned seems like that they're going to win. But again, I'm meditating, so I'm getting mixed reviews.
So it sounds like it's a positive outcome, but possibly some issues with the outcome. So
yes. All right.
She says that's understandable and not so sweet. Thank you. So you're welcome.
No problem. And thanks very much this afternoon actually for tuning in. I know it's probably like 5 o'clock around your time in California. And we do say thanks very much for tuning in. All right.
Yes.
So again, though, Trevor is here next week in the hot seat. We do encourage you guys actually to check out Trevor. Trevor is going to be underneath his show, Podbean, and underneath his YouTube. So
yes, we always do Podbean and YouTube at the same time, simulcast on both platforms. So we get a bunch of everybody from our YouTube side as well as our Podbean fans. And recommend you guys go also check out our Podbean episodes that we have underneath Divine Oracle Podcast and also Haunting Live Podcast. We have a bunch of episodes listed under each show that you can go check out. In fact, I have a brand new episode launching tomorrow, and that's with a YouTuber called Sybil Harmony, and she's talking about the age of Aquarius coming up. That's just starting. So a lot of interesting things that we talked about energy-wise and connecting with your energy, stabilization, and all that kind of stuff during the energy shift, and interesting things to talk about, especially with what's been going on in the world. So that show is launching on Haunting Live Podcast tomorrow morning. Go check it out if you have time tomorrow, or whenever you get time during the week. Check us out underneath Haunting Live or Divine Oracle Podcast. And when is your next show out, Chris?
So our next show, we post it Saturdays at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's daylight saving time, though, that we actually post things. This coming weekend, Gillian and myself, we sit down with one guest that's going to be coming up later on down the road. and that is with Scott Allen. Trevor actually interviewed Scott Allen. Scott Allen, though, has been on television shows. He's an author. He also has his own podcast. He is from Boston, Massachusetts area, and just this week, though, I think though that we just launched, actually, if I am correct, one of our guests, though, which was actually from Victoria, BC, and that's from Canada, and she was a great person to talk to. She's more or less Indigenous. And then also the week before, though, we sat down with a witch from Salem, Massachusetts. So yes, we do actually talk to a lot of people. Again, let's check out the shows. Right now, I don't have the list in front of me. I do apologize. It's kind of all over the place. We've also had Christopher Allen Brewer. He's well known from television shows out there.
Yeah,
and he
all
is
the
also
paranormal shows. Yeah.
yeah. He's done Haunted Hospital. What other shows has Chris done?
He's been on Paranormal 911, Haunted Hospitals, a bunch of docu-series and stuff like that. He's done some of his own series as well. So he's a pretty busy, popular guy, but he's one of our regulars that we have on quite often on both shows here, Haunting Live and Divine Oracle, and is a great friend of the show. So
Yeah. And I'm there for that show there. Actually, that's one of our past shows. So that my former co-host, Gypsy Lady Eva, and myself, we actually sat down and chit-chatted with him. It was just over an hour, but we did talk about a lot of things actually with him. And it was great to actually have him on the show. Again, though, Trevor is in the hot seat next week, though. Trevor will be doing readings. And which cards are you using next week?
I have my Oracle cards, and I've been using them for quite a while now, maybe a month or two, and I just got them a little while ago, but I've been using them regularly and getting more used to them, and I enjoy them quite a bit. They're quite direct and to the point, especially for doing readings on, say, world events or things like that. So I will be using my Creepy Kids Oracle cards. They're called the Predictions Oracle is their actual name, and I use those to get readings out there for you guys. So.
Yeah. All right, so we have somebody that's popped in actually underneath YouTube. We do say thank you very much.
Yeah.
If you want to reading, though, I'm doing actually readings tonight. I would love to do a reading for you absolutely free. I got Oracle cards here. I got actually Raise Vibration cards and also the Tarot cards here.
Yes, so, we have a new pop in too on the Podbean. Welcome to Fax Porcupine Podcast. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Free readings, anything goes. We do not judge at all. You know that, yeah, I've got family throughout the States and everything else like that. So, all right, so we have a question right now underneath YouTube.
Yes, we do. Welcome on YouTube, Maria Scorpio. They're wanting to know, I went through a breakup from a 9-year relationship with we won't name the name, but they typed it in. He has moved on. I am wondering, when do you see me finding someone new after a 9-year relationship?
All right. So I'm going to start with Raise Vibration with you. So we're going to start with that, though. We're going to see what card pops out. And that way you can actually help out. It's going to be a little bit better for you. And then I'll use actually the Spirit Native cards for you altogether. All right, so you just went through a recent breakup. What I would say, though, is if you want to be able to be with somebody to start off with, though, don't just get some time away, okay? Away from the breakup, okay? If you want to be around friends, be around friends. If you want to be around family, be around family. Have somebody that you can go share confidential stuff with. That's the best way to do, though, all right? If you need to vent, find somebody that you can vent to. So that will not backstab you.
Yeah, they say it's not recent. This was a 9-year relationship that ended in
2025.
25.
Yeah. I bet you do actually have friends, though. But I'm going to see, actually, from the Raise Vibration. We're going to start out from there. We're going to see what card pops up. All right? And sort of like what I was saying, though. The card that popped up, though, it is right here. All right, you need to basically heal yourself. All right, and heal your inner self. That's the best thing to do. All right, you may say right now, "Oh, I'm fine" and all that, but if you look deeper, actually into yourself, you need to actually be able to heal yourself before anything else happens. That's the card that popped out. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look actually at the Native Spirit cards. And we're going to see what goes on. And let you know how Trevor and I, we found each other. It was not from actually being in a bookstore, not coffee shop, nothing like that. We found each other actually online. We talked for quite a while all together. And that's the best way to do those. Actually, finding somebody though that you actually have a connection with. And that way everything can go better with you. Don't worry about your ex. Your ex is actually out of the question. Lock the ex. Do what I sort of done in the past. What I've done in the past, though, if somebody's done wrong with me, if I've broken up, I've gone forward. I don't hold on to the past. You need to be able to go more forward. All right, so your cards from the Native Spirit cards. Shapeshift. All right, and that's sort of like what I'm saying right now. Though. Don't worry about the past. Worry about the present. Worry about the future. You need to go going forward with your own life. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about what you're doing. You are yourself. You are beautiful. You are outrageous. You're outgoing. All right? Be like that. Go forward. You need to get over that wall and start going forward, and that's actually with shape shifting. The next one, though, is a spirit. Sorry, talking stick. All right? If somebody's talking, don't cut them off. Let them speak. Listen to some of the words. So when you self-meditating yourself. Okay? Some things may pop out at you. Get those, you have to find that special, unique that you actually have. Now, the last one, though, that we're looking at, though, this one is upside down. All right? Warrior of the Heart. Warrior of the Heart, though, is a great one, though. It's kind of like a polar bear. Polar bear is part of the bear industry. The bear industry is strong, brave, and everything else. All right? But the thing is, once you find that, though, it's kind of like what RuPaul says. How the heck can you love somebody if you can't love yourself? You are going to be able to find that special person. That person will be actually out there. You never know when, where, or how. I know you're probably looking at when, but the thing is, you have to start working actually on yourself at first. So, yeah. All right. And time period, what I'm thinking, though, is you're looking probably late summer is what you're looking at, or midsummer. Somewhere between midsummer to late summer, though, you're going to find somebody that means quite a bit for you. All right. Thanks a lot for tuning in.
Yes, thank you, Maria Scorpio, so much for tuning in underneath our YouTube channel tonight. We appreciate the question, and we're here each and every Sunday night, either on this channel, Divine Oracle Podcast, or over on our other channel, our main one, which is Haunting Live Podcast. And we do switch between the channels each week. So if you want a reading from me next week, come join us underneath Haunting Live Podcast YouTube next week, or join us underneath our Podbean, which is totally free to download, and that has a special feature which we've heard from tonight under this very show. You can call in with your question and we'll bring you live on the air to ask your questions in person.
Yeah. All right. So how are you doing on Podbean so far?
Being on the air. Well, we're doing pretty good. We have 2 showing up in Podbean. Betty Boop is still with us, so thank you for sticking around. And that's the question we had up on YouTube as well. So,
yeah. All right. If you guys would like to get a personal reading, check out our website. I'm actually listening there in these shows. Our website, though, is hauntinglivepodcast.com. I do online readings with you. That's across Zoom. I can do ancestrals. I can do a whole bunch of other ones with you. I am a certified oracle reader. I am in tune with the spiritual community. I've been tuned for quite a while. Again, though, check out our website. Though we have a lot of things happening, and also we have a merch store actually on there.
Yeah, if you need anything for your spiritual life, such as smudging materials, if you do smudging, if you need crystals for your energy work, stuff like that. We also offer things like our own oils and things for protection, doing spiritual work in the spiritual community. If you need any of that kind of stuff, we do ship to Canada and the USA. We offer a wide range of shipping options as well as products on our website. So check us out underneath hauntinglivepodcast.com. And from there, you can find our shop and all of our shows and what we offer, even our live vendor markets that we attend in person. If you want to meet us and talk to us one-on-one, come out to one of the vendor markets. When is your next vendor show, Chris?
So if you guys are in Southern Ontario, come on out. Actually, the weekend of the 11th, though, I will be live in Guelph from 9 o'clock till 2 at the Catholic Church that's in Paisley in Guelph, Ontario. Come on out. I will be actually out there with my co-host, though. I would love to actually be able to talk with you. I'm not too sure if they're providing tables or if I have to provide my table, but we always carry a table with us. And yeah, come on out. This is absolutely free. Check out where we will be directly.
Yeah, everything is listed there on our website, all of our shows, all of our stock that we carry for our shop, our smudge shop that we have, Haunting Live Podcast. And we're happy to serve you guys with your spiritual needs here, both with card readings for your mental questions or your physical items from our shop. So with that, we'll wrap it up here. And Chris, do you want to do a quick close reading or?
Yes, I'll do a quick close reading. And the quick close reading, though, is to do with what's going to go on this week with Romp. Is he going to get fired? Is what's going to go on? We're going to do a quick close with that. We're going to see what's going actually on. And yes, we're going to do that 100%. So I got 3
For
cards.
those that maybe don't know what's happening, this weekend he was MIA again, and there was rumors he was sent to hospital or there was a medical emergency at the White House and he was hiding or recovering from whatever happened, and he has not been around for the last couple of days. And there's always speculation when that happens as to what actually happened. So let's take a look and see what happened and what is going to be happening in the near future with that.
All right, so the first card that we're looking at, though, before we close off, though, this one here is the Queen of Swords. And it's face up. So basically, what that's representing, actually, in my way, though, is the Queen of Swords, right when it's face up, even though it's one of the high arch cards. This one here, to me, is representing, though, is trust the women, trust what's going actually on. If you think that you're higher than actually to do with other things, no, you're not. You're going to be face down and things are going to happen to you. The next one that we're looking at, though, this one here, it is the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is reverse. So with the 9 of Wands reverse, though, what we're looking at, though, it is to do with inner resource. Okay, what we have to do, though, is look at our inner resource of actually people, and there's going to be struggles altogether, and with that there, lack of motivation is going to be happening. Actually, lack of motivation is to do with him, okay? What we need to do, though, is actually come actually as one, indicate that, yes, we need to be able to have somebody that's higher in power that knows exactly what they're doing instead with mental health. Last one that we're looking at, though, it is going to be the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is reversed, so also. And with the 10 of Cups, although what we're looking at, it is to do with broken families. Things are happening with broken families and throughout this week, though. And what we need to do, though, is actually be able to work on those broken families, bring those broken families actually together. Even though things might have happened actually in the past, so to do with people being put actually in to do with the camps or the detain centers, so that are wrongful. What we need to do though is actually be there for them. And that's a great thing, though, that's actually all together. So those are your cards for this week. Again, those we're here for entertainment purposes. We do say thank you much, though. Again, those join Trevor next week on a Haunting Live podcast. That's both on a Podbean and also on a YouTube.
Yes, but
We do say
before we
thanks very much,
sign
though.
off,
You guys
we
have
do
a great
have
one.
one more question.
Yeah.
So Maria Scorpio has one last question before we sign off. She's wondering, will Philip's relation with this new woman last?
I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to touch that. The reason why is because you're focusing actually on that. Do not focus on that.
Yeah.
Focus on yourself. Get yourself a little bit more, actually, more support. That way you get the love coming to you. All right. Don't worry about your ex. Don't worry about that. That's a pass. Move forward. The forward, though, is the best way how to go. I can see the road actually shining a little bit more brighter for you. Down the road, whatever's happened in the past, don't dwell on the past.
All right. Well, we'll sign off then. And thank you for your readings, everybody. And we appreciate both our platforms under YouTube and under Podbean here. So we will be back here next week underneath Haunting Live podcast. We'll see you then. Hi, I'm Trevor, host of Haunting Live. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to our podcast. Brand new content posted every single Monday at 8:30 a.m. Please follow us here on the Podbean app for more great content, and we look forward to providing you some new shows.
Have you ever wanted a spiritual reading? Why not reach out to Brother Chris through the Divine Oracle podcast page? He's a certified Oracle reader and has been doing readings for so many years, reaching people with their higher self and the spirit side, with angels, ancestors, and the animals. Why not reach out to Brother Chris? Check him out at hauntinglivepodcast.com.